Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa and I upload new videos every single week. So if you're new here, please subscribe down below and click the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about my pregnancy. So I am 7 months pregnant. I just turned 7 months pregnant this past weekend. And I really just can't believe where the time has gone. Like, it's gone by so fast. So I asked you guys on my Instagram what questions you have about my pregnancy, and you guys responded with a lot of questions. So I wanted to go over that today and answer all your guys' questions. So if you're interested in hearing more about my pregnancy, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I have the questions here on my phone. I just took screenshots of what you guys wanted to know from Instagram. And the first question that I'm gonna go over is, before you found out the gender, what did you think you were having? So we found out the gender of our baby at around 14 weeks. And before that, well, when I first found out I was pregnant, it was really early on. And I thought I was having a girl. Like, I felt like I was having a girl, and then the closer we got to finding out what the gender was going to be, my husband then thought, he was like, no, I think we're gonna have a boy. And at that point I was like, well, I just don't know, I have no idea. So we are having a boy, and I was I was surprised, but I really had no idea. So I'm happy that we're having a boy. I was gonna be happy either way. The next question is, did you get any morning sickness? So no, I did not. So I was very, very fortunate that I never really got morning sickness early on. I haven't experienced it ever since getting pregnant. And it was kind of scary at the beginning because everybody says that they're, like, they feel really sick the first trimester, especially the first few weeks. And I wasn't feeling sick at all. The only symptom I had my first trimester was that I was very, very tired. But besides that, I didn't really get any sickness, and I was kind of getting scared about it. Like, oh my gosh, am I really pregnant then, because I'm not getting sick at all? And my mom reassured me that she's like, everybody's pregnancy is different. And my mom was very fortunate. My mom had 4 kids and she never got morning sickness, so I think that I just got that from her, and I'm very thankful about it because I know that can be like really rough on people. Okay, so the next question is, how does it feel when the baby kicks? So like I said, I'm around 28 weeks pregnant, so I do feel the baby kick now, and I can't explain it. When I first started to feel him move, it felt like I had a fish in my stomach and it was just like fluttering around, like swimming in there. It felt weird. Now the kicks are definitely stronger, and I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels cool. Sometimes it's not painful, but it's just like, it's like a big shift, I feel, and I'm like, whoa, what was that? But then I realized, like, it was baby moving. And I definitely feel him move a lot now, like all the time, especially after I eat. I know that I'm gonna feel him move after I eat. And the really cool thing about him moving now is that my husband can feel him moving now as well. So that was really cool, because at the beginning when I could feel him move, my husband obviously couldn't feel it, like from the outside, but now he can feel it too. So that's really cool. The next question is, what are your cravings? So I don't really have any cravings, like any like crazy cravings or things that I need to have like every single day. I haven't experienced that. Maybe as I get closer to my due date, I'll experience it, but for now I haven't. I'll go through like phases. There was a time where I like wanted Wingstop a lot, and I got it a few times, and then after that I was like, okay, I never want to eat Wingstop again. Like, I'm over it. And then recently, well, it's been a few weeks now that I really enjoy Caesar salads. So, I mean, maybe that's a craving, but I don't need to have it. And another question I got was, are there foods that you can't eat at all, that you're just like, no, that sounds disgusting? And honestly, the only thing is ground beef. I'm like weird about ground beef if I cook it. I think if somebody else cooks it, then I'm okay with it. But if I cook it and I smell it cooking, I cannot eat it. There's been like 3 times where I've tried to make a meal that included ground beef and I was just not having it. Like after I cooked it, I was like, okay, like Daniel, you can eat this, but I'm not eating this. Like it just smells, it's the smell. The smell is like really weird to me. Besides that, no, I pretty much like can eat anything. I mean, obviously I'm staying away from the foods that I'm not supposed to eat, but yeah, I don't feel like I don't have any like thing that I really cannot eat except for ground beef if I cook it. And then the next question that I got, this is the question that I got the most. So I got this several times, and it's, what's your baby's name? Have you chosen a name? Do you know what you're gonna name your baby? And yes, we know our baby's name. We've known his name for quite a while now. It was the second name we chose. We chose one name, and then and we were like set on that name, and then we discovered this name and we really loved it. And it's like rare that Daniel and I agree on a name. So when I actually found this name and I told him, and he was like, I love that name, that's the name, which I really liked, because the other name we picked, I have like a distant cousin that's named that. Like I've never even met that cousin, but still it was just like, and that other name was more common than the name we chose. So our baby's name is, just kidding. I'm not gonna say my baby's name, and the reason I'm not gonna say his name is mainly because my family knows his name. It's Daniel's family that does not know his name, is because Daniel's brother's girlfriend is also pregnant, and she is due about a month before me, and let's just say I feel like we inspire them a lot. So I don't want to say the name because I don't want it to be stolen from me, and you would think that that wouldn't happen, but it just might in this situation. So I'm just not gonna say it yet. You guys will know his name soon enough. I'm almost due, so you guys will know it pretty soon. The next question is, when did you guys find out you were pregnant? So I found out I was pregnant in late November, and I was 4 weeks pregnant, so I was super early on. And I mean, this goes into the next question, is did you plan your pregnancy? So yes, we did. So Daniel and I knew that we wanted to get pregnant in 2020. We knew we wanted to get pregnant in 2020. And I was at the end of my graduate program. I already had my job as a full-time teacher, and we already lived on our own. We've been planning our life, so we were kind of at that point where it was like, okay, should we start trying? Even though it wasn't 2020 yet, you know, it was almost 2020. Sorry about that. Even though it wasn't 2020 yet, we figured, you know, it might not happen right away. So what, you know, it doesn't hurt to try. It's you know, like a month away from 2020. And we got pregnant on the first try. So I think we're very fortunate for that. You know, I hear stories all the time that it takes people a long time. So I am very grateful and thankful that we were able to get pregnant right away. So we got pregnant in November of 2019, and we're due in August of 2020. The next question is, did you tell people right away? No, we did not. So there's 2 reasons behind this. The first reason was that we just wanted to, you know, play it safe. So we wanted to know that this pregnancy was going to go full term and that everything was okay with our pregnancy before we announced it. I'm just the type of person that does not feel comfortable announcing a pregnancy very early on. So we didn't tell our parents until we were about 10 weeks. And then we didn't tell the rest of our family until we were about 14 weeks, I think. So like really late on. There were a few pregnancy announcements in Daniel's family, and I just didn't feel like I wanted to I don't know, I wanted them to have their time with their announcements. And yeah, so that was the reason we waited a while. Okay, so the next question I have is, what has been your hardest trimester? So again, like I said, I didn't have morning sickness. I feel like I've had a very easy pregnancy. I've been very fortunate. Nothing has gone wrong. It was very scary at the beginning, I will say. There were not complications, but just some things we like doctors were unsure about at the beginning, but that was cleared up right away, and everything is fine, and everything in my pregnancy has been fine. The only symptoms that I really have, or the symptom that I really have, is heartburn. I have really bad heartburn, like not all the time, but I think it's mostly at night. It's mostly when I'm trying to sleep, so it's annoying because I'm trying to sleep and I have like bad heartburn. But besides that, I haven't had like a bad time. I haven't been sick. So I'm gonna say the first trimester, only because I was very, very tired. I was very tired, and I was still working, you know, at my job instead of working from home. So it was really hard for me to wake up in the morning and get to work and teach a full day and then still have energy at the end of the day to like make dinner, clean, and you know, get ready for the next day. And to, yeah, it was a lot on my plate during that time, and I felt very tired. But besides that, I feel like it's been pretty easy, so I'm hoping it continues that way. I will say that now, and this is recent, this wasn't in the last like week, I have trouble sleeping, and it's just because I can't get comfortable. Like I just like I naturally sleep on my sides, which is good, but I can't be in like one position for a really long time. Then I get uncomfortable and I have to turn over, and I'm just like constantly moving in my sleep, and I have to wake up to pee. You know, like last night I woke up 5 times, and that's my record so far. But yeah, it's annoying, but I mean, it is what it is. So I know it could be way worse, so I'm still very thankful that those are like my only symptoms. Okay, so the next question is, do you have any discomfort? So I basically only have discomfort when I'm sleeping. Like I feel like my stomach feels the heaviest when I'm trying to sleep, and maybe because it's like after like a full day of eating too. I just feel really heavy and I feel really uncomfortable when I sleep. But besides that, no, I don't really have any discomfort. I feel like I could like run a mile still if I wanted to, which is not true because when I work out, I like get tired right away. But I feel fine. I feel okay. So no, I don't really have any discomfort. Okay, next question is, how many kids do you guys want to have? So this doesn't really have to do with my pregnancy exactly, but I did get this question, so I will answer it. We want to have a few kids. So Daniel grew up in a pretty big family. He was one of 4 siblings. I was one of 5 siblings. So we both grew up in a big family. Daniel has a lot of cousins, aunts, and uncles. I thought I did until I met his family. But we're just both really big family people, and so we want to have a big family. I'm thinking maybe 3 or 4. He wanted more than that, but we'll see. You know, like I have a career too, so it's not like I can just be like pregnant all the time, because you know, I like love my career as well. So that obviously like takes play into all of it. But yeah, we do want to have more kids. When we want to have them, I'm not sure. I would like my kids to be close in age, but not too close. I feel like that's like really overwhelming for the parents and for the kids as well sometimes. So we'll see. I don't know, but yeah, we definitely want to have at least like 3 or 4 kids. Okay, and the next question I got this more than once, I think, is how much weight have you gained? So like I said, I'm 28 weeks pregnant, and so far I've gained about 10 pounds, which I'll be really honest with you guys, it's been hard on me. I was not happy with my weight before I got pregnant. and that was never my plan. I always wanted to be comfortable in my weight before I got pregnant, so that was something that wasn't planned. But yeah, I wasn't comfortable before, so it's been really hard for me to see my body change, especially because I'm already 28 weeks and I'm like barely showing, but I've gained weight. So, you know, I see other people and they have like a big belly already, and I think it's because I've tried not to gain weight. I've tried to watch what I eat and I try to exercise, and when I feel myself gaining weight, then I like really get on like, no, I need to be drinking more water and I need to be eating more veggies, because I just don't want to gain a lot of weight in this pregnancy. And I know, don't come at me in the comments. I know people are like, you're pregnant, you're gonna gain weight, that's the way it is, and I get it. So I still feel that you need to be healthy during this time. I feel like it's like the best thing for you and also for your baby as well. Also, I don't know if this is true, but I've heard, you know, like the more active that you are during your pregnancy and the more healthy that you are during your pregnancy will really help you during your labor. So I obviously want to have, you know, I don't want to say easy labor because I don't feel like there's an easy labor, but I definitely want to make it easier on me, so that's why I'm trying to stay very active and eat right. But that's not to say that I don't, you know, like indulge in foods that are not the best. Like, yeah, I've been really liking Caesar salads, but I've also been really liking grilled cheese too, so, and that's not the best. But yeah, so those were all the questions that I got. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I did do like a question or a poll on my Instagram about if did you guys want to see a pregnancy Q&A or a general Q&A. Most people said pregnancy, so that's why I did this video first. I'm willing to do a general Q&A as well, so if you guys want to ask me questions about that, please add my Instagram, because I'll definitely do it like through a story there where I just ask you guys to ask me questions and then I'll answer them in a video. Like I said earlier, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe down below and click the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.